But like, talk to us about what maybe micronutrients are shown to be most influenceable on your immune system. Like, are there specific ones that we know are most influenceable, and like, how adaptable is your immune system, do you feel?
I mean, first of all, when you talk about the benefits, the majority of benefits is improvement of sleep, including depth of sleep, and the following part of that comes out the energy level. So sleep and energy level are the two things that people very quickly start to experience when the micro levels optimize. Then the next step would be cognitive, so you are able to focus longer. And then the final step, which takes the longest, is actual physical changes like hair, nails, because the impact like zinc has on everything in terms of skin related issues. So you will see an improvement in sleep and energy. Then you'll see an improvement in terms of cognitive functions, then in terms of recovery, and lastly you'll see it from a anti-aging perspective. And that's a little bit like if you put that in weeks, months, and then you're talking about 6 plus 9 months and longer.
That's great. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. This has been really exciting. I loved going through the. If you just go through the quiz and then you see like what your formula is, that in and of itself gets exciting. Being like, oh wow, this is really cool. One of the things that you guys are probably kind of on the leading edge of is using AI and technology to help better personalize our supplements and our routines. Talk to us a little bit about how you guys are working on being able to integrate AI and more technology into further personalizing the experience.
Sure. Listen, what we're doing is not new. For decades, any doctor would tell you, do a blood test, here's the supplements I prescribe to you. The issue was that the doctor had, on average, let's say 100, 150 patients. So the chance that he saw a lot of patients with different backgrounds and different goals, and then also had to follow up with those patients was very, very low and very, very little. In our case, when we're talking about, 160,000 plus people with continuous blood testing, we understand that the data process wise allows us as a company and our patent pending algorithm to adapt the formulas. Formula is the ingredients and the dosages more and more to levels that we know are safe, first and foremost, but then efficient. So the benefit for you as a user is the more data we have on people over time, the quicker we can give you a dosage that is personalized to your goals as accurate as possible. So the over time we understand and adapt your personalized formulas because of the AI that's being used in the back end, the machine learning, where we understand, hey, if you give this dosage, this is the result. If you give this dosage, this is the result. And then you multiply that with 160,000 plus people, and then you get to the point where we're at today, where today Bionic Go, which is our largest product with 80% of all Bionic Go users in the US, you don't even have to do a blood test as of today, because we can now, based on your 50-question questionnaire, map you against similar people in the past who did the blood testing, prognose what your blood test results would be with an 82% accuracy, and provide you with a formula that is custom made for you. And that was only possible because of the data, because of the AI part. That took us 5 years. So we only launched this product a year ago, after 5 years of accumulating the critical mass of data to be able to forecast those things.
Right. So it's basically the way that you've been able to get all the data is you get people's original like blood testing work, then you provide them with a formula, and then you see what the results are, and you kind of put all of that into AI and allow them to evaluate it and be like, okay, this worked, this didn't work, let's modify, etc. That's awesome. That is super cool. And I was wondering how you were able to really personalize somebody's formula even without getting their blood work, but that's awesome. And then it improves as you do it, because like then you get the feedback, you see if it was, how accurate it was or was not. That's awesome.
Like a very simple, if you would have joined Bionic 2019, it would take us probably 4 cycles. So by month 12, you would get the perfect formula for you at this given moment. If you join us now, you get it the first cycle, because we now by now understand what the adaptation is, what the absorption levels are, what in case of your demographic, with your background, with your medical history, with your lifestyle, with your dietitial preferences, what is needed for your body to get you to the point of optimal, which will then cause cognitive and physical capabilities to improve and your sick risk to lower.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. This has been so much fun and so educational and insightful. I think one of the things that I hope a lot of people take away from this is that the personalization side of supplementation is critical, and it provides benefits all along the time spectrum. It can provide you with improved energy levels and sleep pretty darn quickly. You can improve your recovery, and then it will help with anti-aging long term. And there are so many different benefits of it, but you need to make sure that you're getting a personalized approach as possible to maximize the actual results that you're actually going to get from it. You guys can go follow Vadim on Instagram at Vadim_bionic. I'll have that linked in the show notes down below. And then you can go to take this free quiz that we've been talking about as well at bioniq.com, which is bioniq.com. Super interesting stuff and really cool to see what your formula is after taking that quiz. Any other place where people should go learn more about you and Bioniq or anything like that?
I mean, our Instagram account, Bioniq, and we have a lot of information there, a lot of interesting content there. But yeah, listen, as you said correctly, the best part of it, go on bioniq.com, take the questionnaire. You'll see a recipe for free. If you like and you think it's value, go buy it yourself. You don't have to buy it through us. We're trying to provide value for people to understand what the ideal formula would be at this given moment. And if you decide to use it from us, great, makes us even happier. But again, the idea here is, let's break the current system where people buy things off the shelf that most likely, A, they don't need, and B, will not cause any positive effects, or even worse, might cause something that they're not looking for.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate this today. I think hopefully a lot of people get a lot of insight with regards to the efficacy of supplementation that they can get off the shelf versus the supplementation that they can get from actually a personalized approach like you guys have through Bioniq. So you guys make sure you go take that quiz at bioniq.com. Go follow Vadim and Bioniq on Instagram. We'll have that all in the show notes down below. Make sure you follow the podcast if you haven't yet already on Apple Podcasts app and on Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit like and subscribe down below. But Vadim, that's all we got today, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Nick. Cheers, mate.
That episode with Vadim was a game changer for anyone looking to optimize their health through smarter supplementation. The insights into personalized healthcare and supplementation, the importance of granule-based formulas, and the role that AI is creating as a tailored approach to health was incredibly eye-opening to me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button if you're listening on the Apple Podcast app or on Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And don't forget to book your 30-minute free call with me where we can do a health consultation and come up with a clear plan for you and your goals by going to nickcarrier.com. Again, book a call with me by going to nickcarrier.com. But here are my 3 biggest takeaways from today's conversation. Number 1, most off-the-shelf supplements are not going to be effective because they're just not personalized to your specific body size, your needs, your lifestyle, and your goals. Number 2 is that micronutrients play a crucial role in overall health. We oftentimes just think about macros, but micronutrients are really important, and the right supplementation can help fill critical gaps. And then third and finally, the future of health optimization is going to be largely influenced by technology like AI, which enables hyper-personalization to deliver better results because you can input something, see what results, and then the AI can tweak your personal formula based off of the results that you're getting from their previous formula. If you can do some of these things and you can find more appropriate supplementation for you and just better overall personalized healthcare, then you'll continue to get closer to the healthiest version of yourself and ultimately closer and closer to your best